Now we ain't letting that one slide. You you better lay low.
I refuse to let that one slide.
Yeah, that was the ultimate.
Can I live?
No, 30 seconds in. And then had to realize what time it was. Like, oh. Right on time, nigga. No, you was late.
It's right on time. It's still 9 o'clock. On my clock, it says 9:00.
It do. You right.
On some clocks, you could say 9:0030, but I'm not on those clocks.
Good point. We here in this mug. Nah.
It's not a good point. Not a good point at all, because you know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Friday, 9 p.m. Every Friday, 9 p.m. Mask Off Podcast. We coming live and direct in your living room, in your kitchen, on your couch. We there.
In your speaker box.
Couch, nigga, we here. You know what I'm saying? This is Mask Off episode 45 back in the day. And this is Big Tone and the Tonelets.
I'm so glad you had to zoom into that. Because you weren't talking about us.
I am not a fucking Tonette.
It's factual. It's
I
not at
that
all.
one in there though. I did.
I agree on this band name. I don't know what that's for.
This is Tone and the Tonette.
What it is, man. Up under me is my man with the plan, always on point with the bullshit with me. Is Mask Off Jake. What it do? What's up, baby?
I ain't on point this week with the bullshit. I ain't no fucking Tonette. But had a good week. You know what I'm saying? Went to the doctor today for a follow-up from about a few months ago. A few months ago, doctor told me that I was pre-diabetic. I had to watch what I eat, lose some weight, and that's exactly what I did. And watch when I eat, lost like 24 pounds, and I am out of the red zone as far as pre-diabetes. So like I'm out that zone. So just gotta keep it up, get down to that target weight. So,
yes, sir.
Clap it up, man. That is wonderful information, man. One of the things that we talk about is health, wealth, and gaining access to economic growth. And that is powerful to find out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that was stressful knowing that you could possibly be something that you wouldn't want to be, so salutes to you, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's major, bro.
My pro king, salute to you. Next to him is the young boy, always on time with the bullshit. Young Malachi, what's the do?
What's the word? First of all, I want to congratulate Jake. I'm super proud of you, bro. I'm super proud of you of that. That's grown man stuff. You got the news and you did something about it, man. And I'm proud of you, dog. Well, what's good, y'all? I'm feeling good. I'm in the place to be as usual. Mask off, man. We consistent like that drip of your faucet. What's the word?
I don't think you would want to drip in your faucet.
Like you just fix your sink and check your water bill.
Yeah, man. Like you don't want that,
man. That's how consistent we are, though. You know what I'm saying? Until you get us fixed, we on. Even when you get us fixed.
No, ain't nothing wrong with us, baby.
How broken?
You know what?
That was a terrible analogy, and I tried to smooth it over.
All right,
let's
leave the advertising to somebody else.
You lived up to what Tone just said about you. Always on bullshit.
Always on the bullshit. And I'm gonna give it to my man with the plan, Presidential Dan, because he's the only one that knows me, respects me, and has my back 24/7, 365.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to El Presidente Disco Dan. Holla at your boy.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Mask Off. One thing I wanted to tell you guys is that Mitch caught a body about a week ago.
Yeah.
Murder. He is out of jail and ready for some more hits, baby.
I don't even know why people fucking like this guy like that.
Probably bitch. Yeah, probably bitch.
Didn't even come out with an album.
He got fault. It wasn't his fault.
Hey man, you know how we treat these New York rappers, man. You already know, man.
You already know the deal.
Oh man.
Don't, Jake, you try to fall into that.
Yo.
That's a trap.
I'm not gonna go in on him today.
You mentioned that. You mentioned it last week though. We're good. I mean, a few days ago you mentioned that, but what you about to say, Tom?
I said I'm not gonna go in with you with your commercialized rap artistry.
He the one brought that up. I ain't bring that up.
I brought that up in the pre. I didn't bring it up. Let's move on.
All right. Anyway, man, we're going to head back to what we do best when we start off. We got to stay positive in this piece because it be so much fuckery that take place throughout the week. And the only one that can do it and bring you any type of information that's worth listening to is the young boy with the Motivational Minute. Holla, Malachi.
What's the word? I'm going to tell you what it is right now, actually. Today's Motivational Minute is about living in the now. So tomorrow has its own worries. Yesterday is in the past. You have to live in the now. The only reason you should be looking forward is to plan ahead. The only reason you should be looking back is to improve on your mistakes. But you have to live in the now because right now, you are the youngest that you will ever be. Right now, in this moment, you are the youngest that you will ever be. So just do it. Go for it. Whatever dreams you have, whatever goals you have in mind. Right now is the time because right now you're the youngest you'll be. Right now you're the sharpest that you'll be. Well, now you'll get sharper. But right now you are the youngest. So go for it right now and live in the now. That's your Motivational Minute.
Who are you speaking to in reference to that?
Everybody,
because I felt
everybody.
Like you was putting the age on that.
If this shoe fits, put it on. I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah. And once again, Jake, the young boy is doing what?
Dropping infinite jewels.
All day, every day.
You don't believe that I was a Jew, though.
Yeah, Tone, yeah. Hey.
You thought he was talking.
Tone thought I hit the square in on Tone. Like, right now, you the youngest.
Yo, but that's what this is about.
That's a good one though.
This episode, man, it's about back in my day. So the perspective between young and old, it's gonna really show this week. So we gonna keep it popping, man. And the only way we can keep it popping is we keep it for the culture, man. And the only person that's gonna do that and do it right, my man Jake. Let's go, baby.
What up, though? For this installment of For the Culture, Mask Off, I want to talk about black voice actors in Hollywood. And you know what I'm saying? I pretty much just want to give recognition to these people. Some of these are like actors we may have seen on like TV, and they probably weren't TV stars no more, but they went on to like a lot more voice acting, and some might be stars that we've seen in TV movies, but they were voices of like iconic roles on like cartoons that we probably didn't know about. But like if Dan pull that picture back up, we go through it. You know what I'm saying? The lady on the upper left corner is Cree Summer. Some of y'all might know her playing Freddie on A Different World, but like she has a lot of as you can see, she's one of the GOATs of this voice acting shit. You know what I'm saying? She played hella roles. Most notably, she played Susie on the Rugrats, Penny on Inspector Gadget, and also Elmira on Tiny Toon Adventures. Right below her, you got Earl Hyman, who played the grandfather on Cosby Show. He played Panthro on Thundercats. You know what I'm saying? To the right of that, you got legendary Keith David. Keith David, like straight up hustling in Hollywood. He starred in but he was in a lot of different movies, hella movies like Dead Presidents, what else? Damn, ATL, The Thing, Platoon, They Live. It goes on. I could go on how much shit he's been in, but he's also done a lot of voice acting, most notably Goliath from Gargoyles, and also played the voice of Spawn, which is an Emmy-winning animated series from HBO. Right above Keith David, probably my favorite on here, you got James Avery, Uncle Phil. We all know him as Uncle Phil, but he's also the voice of the lead villain in Ninja Turtles, the Shredder. You know what I'm saying? So like that's probably my favorite because Ninja Turtles was my shit back in the day. Also, We also got Phil Lamar from Mad TV. You might know him as the UBS guy on his character on Mad TV. But he had a lot of good roles too. Samurai Jack. He played Static Shock. He played Hermes Conrad on Futurama. Right below him, you got Jaleel White. You know him, Steve Urkel. He played. He was the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog in like a few different Sonic the Hedgehog installment animated series. And I'm saying, right next to him, you got the legendary Detroit native John Witherspoon. You know him from Friday. Wayne pops on the Wayans brothers, and also he's granddad from Boondocks. Speaking of Boondocks, let's go to Regina King. Regina King, like she's popping right now. Like she's like she won a lot of she's won like 4 Emmys, won an Oscar, a Golden Globe for recent roles in like Watchmen and If Beale Street Can Talk. We also know her as Brenda on the 227. She was in Boys in the Hood, Higher Learning, Friday. The list goes on. But my favorite thing she's been in that she was a part of is the Boondocks. That's Huey and Riley from the Boondocks. So yeah, I just want to give like, you know what I'm saying, just give some recognition to these black actors and actresses that, like, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that you might have known that been the voices behind these iconic characters. Mm-hmm. Another thing I want to touch on real fast is the whitewashing in Hollywood. You know, recently this year, well, not this year, but last year, since the like the explosion of like the Black Lives Matters movement following the deaths of Tiana Taylor and George Floyd and Ahmaud. I forgot his name already. Damn.
Aubrey.
Thank you, Malachi and Tone. But a lot of voice actors, like white voice actors, are stepping down from roles. Like Jennifer Slate, she stepped down as her role for Missy on a Netflix series called Big Mouth. And then you also have Mike Henry, who stepped down as Cleveland Brown, who played Cleveland Brown from Family Guy and the Clevelands. And then recently you got Harry Shearer, who stepped down as Dr. Hibbert from the Simpsons. All these are white actors who stepped down and allowed black voice actors to play these roles for these black animated characters. So I just think that a lot of that's going on right now, and that's I think that's amazing. But I want y'all thoughts on that. Like me personally, I think that it's great. Like anytime you step down to like give anytime like a white person stepping down to give a black person or a person of color more opportunity before them, that's fucking dope. I'm all for that shit. But I do think it's kind of like interesting because like there are some black actors and black actors and actresses who were the voice of like white characters. So it's kind of weird to me. But I want y'all thoughts on that. Y'all got any issues?
Yeah. So first of all,
why you smiling? Go ahead.
Do y'all hear that?
I don't.
Anyways, I didn't know a lot of these characters that you named out. I didn't know they was putting in that work like that. First of all, I'm glad you gave them flowers for putting in that work. Now, your point about the white actor stepping down, I highly, highly, highly respect that. I wouldn't look down on them if they didn't, but I respect that they did. You know, because should we give up our roles when we're given white voice roles, like you said? Mm-hmm. You know, it's like that's an interesting thing. You know, because anybody can do anything really. You know, but yeah, we need more opportunity. So I'm glad they did it. Go ahead.
You know, to elaborate more on your point too, you know, and I really feel like if you're qualified to do the job, you should be able to perform the job to your best ability and get the recognition you deserve. And the way you present it is like, well, hey, look, we got this black guy in here who haven't done any major roles. I'm gonna give him this voice acting job. And I'm a firm believer in this, man. You know, everybody has a struggle. Everybody has a voice. You know, like we just heard Jeremy Lin coming out talking about racism against Asians. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we talk about a lot of Black empowerment on this show all day, every day. But fair is fair. You know what I mean? If you fit the bill, you should be able to have the job. My thing is this: don't give me shit just because of my skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that shit because I know how to do the work,
Mm-hmm.
and I do the work at an exceptional level. You know what I mean? Because I don't want nothing that's handed to me. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to even be worth having. You know what I mean? Or you turn down a role that you really don't want. You know what I mean? Oh, I gave it to him because Black Lives Matter. That's some bullshit. You turned it down because you saw something else popping and you went for it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I'm like this, man. You know, it's all good, but make sure it's for the right reasons. You know what I mean? And one last thing I want to say is I knew Panthro was Black, man. That nigga always worked on cars. You know what I'm saying? Every episode he was working on cars and trying to get at Shitara. So Panthro, I knew he was Black.
Yeah. Just on that point though, that's great that they did that, and we can treat that as just like a nice little like first step, I guess, towards people getting roles that they know that they can get. So we want it to be where like each person can just get the role that they deserve and fit. But we do know that Hollywood does not work like that for a lot of folks too. So once there has to be a halfway step there. Before we can get to that point too.
And I also want to talk to Cree Summers too. She the GOAT at this thing, man. You know what I mean? So I'm to see all the characters in which she manifested and played, man. You know, I just remember watching her from Different World, and she was pretty animated then. And the fact that she was able to have a consistent job, you know what I mean? Like, and Malachi, I tell you, it ain't easy being no actor. You know what I mean? It's not easy at all. You know what I mean? So just the fact that she was able to have consistent work, that's tremendous, man. All these years, wow.
Yeah, all that time, exactly. Yeah, it's the longevity for me.
Oh, here we go on the bullshit again. So is everybody done with this, man? Because Jake, this is excellent, bro.
Yeah, that's for the culture for this episode. Mask off, and there you go.
Good shit, Jake.
That's what's up. Good shit, Jake, man.
Yeah,
we gonna do something that we all love to do at this particular moment. We gonna go to the comments and see what's popping with everybody in the chat. What's up, y'all?
Yep, we got Tom Schultz and Tam White. They rocking with us. And then Graham Leslie working with us. What up, homie? He said 45. He said hashtag Tonettes. Don't let that rock, Graham. Don't let that rock. And then Tom Schultz, he got a little top fan stamp on there. He one of our top fans on there. He say Tom verified. In the house. Right, verified, right. Certified mask off.
He talking about game time.
Yeah, game time.
I'm putting you on the game, coach.
right. And then we got Tam White. She said, "Happy Friday."
What's up, Tam?
She also said Malachi is the next Michael B. Jordan. I received that.
Shameless plug.
I definitely am. YouTube, we got in the mask off chat, we got DJ Touch rocking with us. She said, "Good evening, fellas."
Build a shout out to DJ Touch.
And then she said, "Congratulations, Jake. Good job."
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah. I'm super proud of you on that, bro. That's grown man status.
That's dope, man.
And then with the Planet Ant, I don't see nothing in the Planet Ant.
Well, Planet Ant, I see Vine Week in the building, talking shit as usual. Let's see. He said you hope you'll be sharper, but you could go either way. I know he talking shit about somebody. He also said,
"Oh, that was on the motivational minute."
Oh, it was a minute. Oh, yeah. That's what he's talking about. Yeah. Also, we got He also said, "How about Percy Rodriguez Adolphe Caesar and Austin Stoker. I mean, hey man, thank you for saying those people. Oh, shit. Whatever.
I don't know who they are.
Fuck them, right?
I don't know who they are.
Hey, thanks for saying them, but fuck them.
Yeah. What about these people? Like, look, I ain't got all day to name motherfuckers, man. I'll just name them. Goddamn.
We'll have another.
Now I got to talk. No. Now you done fucked up. You fuck. I'm feeling good. I did it good for the culture. My blood sugar down, my A1C down, and now my blood pressure about to rise because of Von Wink ass. You know what? Fuck you, Von Wink. Fuck you.
If we did, we had another 40 rappers episode if we talked about everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to those people Von Wink just named. Shout out to them. I'm gonna look them up, but shout out to them, motherfucker. Yeah, that's it. I ain't reading Von Wink other comment. Fuck that.
All right, so we gonna keep it moving. Fuck a team, Von Wink, man. It's good to see you back, though.
Hey, Von Wink. I'm in this time.
Yeah, good to see you, but fuck you.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Once again, man, we're gonna go to what we call the group discussion. So pan in on me, Dan. You know what time it is. Group discussion. Group discussion. Group discussion.
The energy. Okay.
Yes. Feel it. Feel it, Tonettes. Feel it. Yes.
It's the flash for me.
Look at Malachi's face when I call it.
Get out of here.
Yo,
you said it's the what for you, Dan?
The hands for me.
Yeah, I felt that soul. It's like
yes.
Right.
This week, we are talking about the generational divide when it comes to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Mainly Black people, because that's who we are. And one of the main things that, you know, we have is old heads think the new heads are lazy. New heads say work smart, not harder. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about what this is to us and how we perceive this and what's going on and what's popping. I want to shoot this to my man, Jake. What's your thoughts first? Work ethic versus technology. What it do? What it do, Jake?
Well, first thing is that, you know, a lot of things when it comes to work ethic versus technology, you know, the older generation always talk about, you know, this newer generation. It's lazy to get more lazier at the time. And, you know, back in my day, we had to do this and that, and it was just harder. But it's like, yeah, you know, but you know what I'm saying? Like things progress and that's what you want. You want things to be better. You know what I'm saying? And not like as far as like technology, like, yeah, you had to shovel snow back in the day, but you know, now you got some people got snow blowers and stuff. Like what the fuck? Things are supposed to get better technology wise. And it's better on your body. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to work.
Heated driveways.
Yeah. But like, you got to work the goal. And one thing that the youth is doing, like the younger generations are doing now, is that they're learning to work smarter. You know what I'm saying? Rather than harder. And that's what you need to do because, you know what I'm saying? I wish like most of my life, the jobs I had was just like hard labor jobs. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought that like I need like this is probably the only shit I'm gonna work because I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a degree or anything like that. And then I kind of just snapped out of it and realized that I don't need to be doing all this. Like there's other ways I can like have careers and stuff like that. Like it's not. And that's another thing they do. That's very old school. They drive that. They drive like you got to go to school to be successful thing, and that's not necessarily true. I'm not trying to steer people away from being not going to school or anything like that, but school ain't the end all be all. Education is great, but you get education in all different ways except going to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's one thing I know. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, you know, a lot of things that I believed in growing up. I've done a lot of those things. Like I had to go outside and shovel the snow, like 12 feet of snow. I had to walk in this shit to go to school. You know what I mean? It's been times where I didn't know if they was gonna find my body because it was so much snow out there, and
Right.
you know, I fell out on occasion. You know, and I just happened to make it in school. I didn't know how I got there, but I made it there. And growing up in Detroit, area in the late 80s and the 90s, we would always look for the sticker at the bottom to see if it was snow. Was it going to be school closings? But it never was school closings ever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But now, when it comes to this generation, the slightest bedazzle of snow, they canceling that shit. Nope, we ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we had canned goods to get us by. Now you can't even go to the supermarket. Let some snow hit the ground. All the fucking bread, milk, eggs, gone. All that shit is gone. You can't find none of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like World War Z. You know what I'm saying? Trying to look for some something to eat. You know, and I used to think when I was a kid, damn, if I just had a phone where I can look at the person and be able to see the person on the other side, you know, and all these things are like, it's weird because everything that I really wanted, except being a Jetson, like I think everybody still wanted to be a Jetson, you know, everything is coming to fruition. But the problem is, you know, it's the level of, how can I put it, struggle. A lot of people my age with this gray hair, we want these motherfuckers. We want these motherfuckers to struggle so they know how it feels, because they lazy ass think everything comes on a silver plate. You know what I'm saying? And they be so emotional about everything, you know. So, you know, as the resident old head on here, I guess I got to speak. You know, I got to speak and say what it is. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Malachi. What you got?
I'm cracking up with the fact that you said you was passing out on the way to school. we gonna just skim over that.
Yeah, there was so much snow, man. Like so much snow.
He said I just passed out. I don't know how I made it. I just woke up in first period. Hey, that's an old head story. That's why it's so funny. It's like, back in my day, you would be nice if you ain't pass out on the way to school.
Y'all close the school on 3 inches?
Yeah. That's real talk.
Hey, I was learning my timetable with frostbite. The fuck?
Mm-hmm. and, you know, we didn't ever get instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? Half the time when you get it all A's or B's and C's or something like that, you're just like, hey mom, hey, look, I got B's. Yeah, but you can bring that shit up though. Now, let a 7-year-old get B's and C's. All right, you can get that iPhone you wanted.
Right. That's true. Man. That's true. It is a different age, a different day on that tip. And we our children are kind of being raised a little bit softer, you know, because they have more opportunity available and they're more privileged than they know, and they don't have to go through each hardships that others have gone through. You know what I'm saying? I came up in an era where cell phones was just like becoming the thing for real. So when I was in 6th grade, I had my first phone in 6th grade. But by that time, it was kind of necessary for me, you know, because I was starting to move around a little bit on my own, you know, and just being able to communicate with my parents. That's what they wanted. But as far as technology and work ethic goes, I think alluding to what Jake said, you know, the older people should want the technology and stuff to advance, and they really should embrace that, you know, because it's really helping them at the same time. And the economy is moving. More millionaires are made because of this tech world that we live in. You know, more millionaires are being made quicker because I can make 1 million sales with this software, with this tangible software, with this intellectual property that's being sold quicker than back in the day. It's just all brick and mortar. There's no true intellectual property with stuff. It's just brick and mortar, hard products, stock the shelves, get it sold. But now we selling technology, we selling ideas, we selling, you know, tangible stuff. I can have a business and never had touched no product. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, OG.
Yeah. There's kids now that are like 8 years old that like they sell like slime, like they sell that online now. There's so many ways that you can make cash online, where it's like you don't need to work outside. Yeah,
you don't.
There's kids younger than us that are influencers on social media.
Social media influencers, getting bread off YouTube.
And those same and there's kids too that resell those shoes too. Like 12 years old, be flipping them boys.
I'm gonna tell this funny story right quick. It'll be real quick about technology, right? And it made me think about it when Malachi was talking about cell phones. So I had to be at least about 9 or 10, and I went to Whitney Young Middle School and I went to Joyce Elementary. So I can't remember. So I had to be like in the 5th grade, about to go to middle school. And I remember it was a basketball camp that I wanted to go to. And I told my mom about it. And she said, okay. But my mom, she worked 2 jobs at the time. So she probably didn't remember half the shit I was saying. You know what I mean? Because she was always tired. So anyway, it was on a Saturday morning. So I woke up, got myself together, you know what I'm saying? Put on my Kelly Tripucka Pistons jersey, and I walked from my house to school. It's an average neighborhood school. So I'm there. I'm going from like 8 in the morning to like 3 in the afternoon. So this camp, man, they gave me like a lunch, and they gave me a award. This wasn't no just for participating award. That's a whole nother fucking topic. But this was an award from like, damn, nigga, you got a wet ass jump shot. This was that award was for. And so then I'm walking home, and I see my stepfather rolling up. Where you been? Where you been? We've been looking everywhere for you. Lo and behold, my mom thought I ain't got kidnapped. All right. My mom thought I got kidnapped, and this was before cell phones. So nobody knew where the fuck I was at. They just know when they woke up, I was gone. So this is what made me think about when you said, well, you was moving around and you need a cell phone. Mm-hmm. So I remember that very vividly. Like, damn, my mom, you give a fuck about me, man.
She do care.
That's the takeaway. His heart was warm because she do care. Like,
all right. So, all right, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. Fashion and music.
Thank you, man. DJ Touch. Thank you. DJ
Fashion
Touch.
And music. What'd she say?
Nothing. We'll hit it back.
No, you did all you got. You read it out loud. It is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we gonna just smooth over that. Like, it's nothing.
Fashion and music, man. What's the difference between old heads and new school with fashion and music?
Yeah, we got
Mr. Coates.
It's hard, man. Growing up, man.
Oh, where am I?
Damn.
I had a dream that I was in the snow. It's an interesting era now. Right now, you have drip, but you also have some weird stuff too. Like it's some weird clothing that's being worn now. It's a lot of sweet stuff, but it's a lot of weird stuff too. Like a lot of these name rich brands, they be having some whack stuff. And the oversized clothes and undersized clothes, it's like, why can't you wear some clothes that fit? Like what's
best thing on here is what Ye got on.
That blue and orange joint?
I'm talking about the shit fit him. All the rest of the shit look whack.
Oh yeah, but you got Big Sean right there. He dripped out. You know what I'm saying? Jacket his size, everything his size. That's clean.
I made this slide for this right here.
But you look at
Jake, because I know Jake is about to say like Pac or somebody over there.
Right.
I'm about to say what? You say I'm about to say what?
I'm about to say Pac. It's
and then
I actually had that fade. I actually had that fade Pac had like 5 years ago. Like 5-6 years ago. I had the Bishop. But I fuck like I say Ye fit cold, and Drake.
That's terrible. It's a terrible shirt.
Drake shit straight. First of all, Cameron's an icon
I knew he was gonna say that bullshit.
No, it's not no bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. Cam had mad niggas wearing pink. He did. He did.
That is.
You know what I'm saying?
Is he a legend?
And I think that's kind of progressive, like, because like back in the day, if you wore pink, like people say, like, nigga, you gay. It's the home, and now you know what I'm saying. Now, like hard dudes, they wear pink more than ever now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of progressive. So
right, that was for like a year. Let's not.
That wasn't for a year, bro.
it was a trend that lasted.
It was a trend.
He was the trend. I didn't see nobody doing that but him.
Me either.
In the mainstream media, yeah.
I did, but whatever.
My thing is these tall jerseys. Them boys terrible.
Yeah, for me, like most of these clothes are dope. To me, most of these styles are dope. But the one style I hated was this era right here. The St. Louis jersey, Nelly, White Forces. Man, that was what was that? 02 to like 06, 07?
Yep. Early 2000s. Yes, sir. And I was
the jerseys, man.
I was super young, and then I was like in elementary school, but I remember that era still. I remember seeing, and I looked up to them guys like, man.
Oh, listen,
Speaking of that era, I don't know why y'all forgetting, because Dan, I remember you saying Kanye had you in Foot Locker getting those polos and shit. But right next to hold on. Let me finish. Right next to them polos in Foot Locker had some pink tall tees in that motherfucker. They had pink tall tees in that motherfucker. I didn't buy tall. I didn't fuck with. I bought a blue and a white tall tee, and I wore one of them bitches one time. And I was like, I look stupid as fuck in this. And I got clowned for it, and I was like, I ain't wearing this shit again. So
what really looked like some bullshit is the shit A$AP Rocky got on, flat out.
Yeah, that coat is ridiculous.
That coat is horrible, man. That shit look like a fucking inner tube, a big ass inner tube.
I'm sure he's warm though, but it looks terrible.
See, that's just this weird style that they had where they all decided to like wear their coats halfway off of their shirts.
Off the shoulder.
Yeah. Me myself though, that's been a trend for a few years now. But
a fucking fanny pack, bro.
Me myself, I will wear what Mobb Deep is wearing, but not as baggy, not baggy. Little more, just fit.
So baggiest fit on you.
Didn't that nigga have sickle cell?
What they gotta do with?
He just had to say that.
That's a pop reference, nigga.
I know it's a pop reference.
Yo, all right, let's go to socially and relationship wise. How do old head and young bulls make a difference?
Hey,
it's so much easier now.
Here's the main gap. Here's the main gap. Oh, y'all like to call people. Don't ever call me. Just send me a text message. I don't understand the whole phone call thing.
You gotta talk, man. You gotta talk.
I called him today.
And I was pissed.
You know what that do? When you
takes
talk
you back.
to somebody, you verify information because you have spoken with the person. Motherfucker old heads don't trust a text message. That's our government, nigga. I'm not trusting that shit.
Right.
And it's always, if you want to get information out, you never write it down. You always tell a motherfucker what you want to hear. Look, meet me on the corner and I'll talk to you about that shit later. Matter of fact, you coming over? You know what I'm saying? I'll meet you at the store. You know what I mean?
I'm old school when it comes to that. I prefer phone calls for certain people. Certain other people, we can send our little text, get it straight, and boom. But most people, I like talking on the phone. You know what I'm saying? If I got the time, it's a different energy, a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're talking to females. Like, not that I have many females, but you know, if I did, I would like to talk to them instead of texting them. You know,
I'm texting them.
That's
you never text.
I'm very terrible at texting. I don't hit nobody. Like, everyone would tell you this shit. I don't text back at all. I be in message groups. Don't message back. Like, I don't, not unless I have to. I trash at this. Like I be on, like, I be on like the dating apps like Bumble and Tinder, and a lot of times the matches I get, it doesn't go into anything because I don't be hitting them back texting. I don't do it. I like a lot of times if I'm like if me and girl like we texting for like an hour on the app, I'll be like, hey, I'll shoot her my number, like, hey, hit me up because I just want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it work, sometimes it don't. But I'm just I don't text. I'll call a motherfucker. I rather call.
Speaking of those apps, that is a good point because we got Tinder now. You know what I'm saying? It makes dating so much easier. Like back in the day, you had to meet somebody in person because there was no social media, it was none of that.
Especially because we're so busy now, man.
Yeah. So now we got social media, we got Instagram to slide in the DMs. A lot of relationships happen off DMs. Like, what's up, girl?
The beautiful thing about back in the day was we had to learn and memorize numbers. Nobody don't know what fucking number no more. You know what I'm saying? There's some people out there don't even know their mom number. You know what I'm saying? Because it's programmed in the phone, and if your phone die, you fuck.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know nobody fucking number. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back in the day, I knew everybody number. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like 313-458-7890.
You better remember it too.
You better remember. You know everybody. I knew addresses all crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you just know all this shit because it's repetitive. Now you don't have to know all that. So
we got GPS. We got Tinder, Instagram.
GPS took away maps. You know what I'm saying? We rely on this
everything.
We rely on this bad attitude broad that's on the GPS to tell us where to go, and she be having a funky ass attitude too.
No, I mean, but you
turn left.
All right,
turn left.
But back in the past, y'all used to stop your cars and like ask the dude on the street, and that dude don't know where you going.
But that's how you do relationships, though.
Left, think I go left. Turn out the corner.
You trying to get to the Beaumont? Okay. Check this out.
I'm gonna tell you this.
And drive north. I don't know what north is. Just
if you driving in your car and you honk your horn twice to somebody over 55, I guarantee you they're gonna go, way. But you honk your horn at somebody under 20, they ain't even fucking paying attention to you because they mean money. Where? Go ahead, Jake.
All I want to say is about the GPS chick is that it's the Quinder, not the Quindry. The Quinder. Also, we say where I'm from, we say Lasher. I don't give a fuck if it's Lasher. It's Lasher. We say Lasher.
It's like 12 mile, and then they start saying Lodger. Like for real, like I met people like on 13 miles, and it was all we're right off on Lasher, and I'm like, wait, what?
What's Lasher? It's Lasher.
Lasher.
I promise you. Yeah.
All right.
Lasher, that's the thing.
So I wish
it's Lasher in 7 mile, Lasher in 12 mile.
Yeah. I wish we could go further and talk more about this, but we got to go to the comments, man. It's been a wonderful conversation, and we got to definitely do a part 2 to this one. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we're gonna head and go to the comment section, and Jake, hit me up. What's going on?
All right, Facebook. Tom Shaw still heavy there. He says, Von Wheat, great work on those comments. He also said, speaking of technology, Malachi, do you have a standing desk?
No, I don't.
I actually do.
Also, Tan White, also in the chat, she also says, this new generation wants instant gratification. They want an iPhone at an age 7 with bad grade. That's true. Anita, what up though? She says the snowplow scoop Tone up off to the sidewalk and dropped him off at school. Yeah, there's a lot of shit. Let's see. What else? Tom Schultz, he heavy here. He said, I'm old enough to remember when I had to paint a picture. Kids today don't know how to appreciate these 1080 HD pixels. No.
You also draw your cartoon yourself, Tom?
Yeah. Megan Jeanette, she says, I know both of my childhood home phone numbers, but I have to look up my own work cell phone number every time. Damn.
Yeah. I still know my home phone number, like my folks home.
I don't know none of this shit, bro. I don't.
But let's see, in the Planet Ant chat, Von Wink still heavy. Let's see. Von Wink says maybe there are more millionaires, but the wealth is concentrated in fewer hands, and influencers are for the weak-minded. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Conversation. I mean, that's not the point of it.
Yeah, man. Von Wink also says, I also begrudge the idea of wiffle ball and games where everybody wins and there are no losers. I kind of agree with that. There are some weird clothes when has that not been the case. Also, why don't you write numbers down just in case you lose your phone? Yeah, that's a good point, Von Wink, because I actually I've actually done that. Well, I got a list of at least all the important numbers I want to keep. I have those numbers. But that's a good point.
You make a post.
And he also said,
numbers.
And Von Wink also says it's lobster if you know how to read. No, fuck you, Von Wink. It's Lasher. It's Lasher, motherfucker. Also, let's hit up our chat. Sorry, my phone's being slow. And we also had that DJ Touch heavy on here.
Shout out to DJ Touch in the fucking building. Shout out to DJ Touch.
You said that's definitely a difference in dating. Back in the day, you had to talk to someone. Now you just swipe right, text, meet up. She also says go ahead. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh,
just efficient.
Yeah, and they all said they sit at a table across from each other and talk through text. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, so yeah, that's all we got in the chat. All three of the chats.
Hello, my brothers. It is I. Should you ask who?
Who?
What
It is me, the Conspiracy Brotha. Power to the people on this Black History Month. Even though it's not his story that we're telling, it's our story.
Teach us, old wise brother.
Yes. On this last Friday of February, I can't believe you brothers waited to the end of the month to bring me in when this is the Black History Month, brother. But we have to expand our horizons. Let me calm down. We have to expand our horizons beyond just February because they gave us the shortest month of the year. But that's another story because that's his story. But this is our story. See, back in my day, we didn't even have a history month because our history was being told at the same time that we was being alive, brother. But you brothers are soft because y'all got a Black History Month when our history was being made, and you had to say the history before that history was a mystery.
What the fuck is he talking about, bro?
Because it wasn't being recorded. See, the flame in my heart and soul is ignited upon endeavors upon on high and rose down in my spirit.
This whole tap, nigga.
See, you new generation, y'all soft. See, the way I have my relationships and my dealings and the way I handle my business is all in my mind. Every number I need is written down, inscribed into my brain. I don't need no technology to tell me where to go in GPS. You know what GPS stand for?
What?
Oh, wow. That's a conspiracy right there.
Man.
So he ain't gonna tell us. He just gonna bounce. All right.
Oh,
all right,
man. The suspense.
Wow. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I'll end the suspense. It's some bullshit.
You know what? It's some bullshit, and then be right for the bullshit every week with this guy.
Well, now I want to know. We're going to have to bring him back next week to learn.
Oh, no, we won't. No,
motherfucker.
What you mean?
No, we won't.
I tell you, bring that nigga back, but you don't want to bring Dr. Mass back. All right, man.
Yeah, man. I tell you one thing we're gonna do. We're gonna go to these quick hits, bro. And let's shoot straight to it, man. We're gonna talk about Dion Sanders, man. He, everybody loved Dion, man. Primetime player. So with Dion Sanders came a job at Jackson State, and he was playing. He was coaching, and then something happened. Some people decided to break in the locker room, which was some bullshit. Dan, what's going on with this?
Yeah. So he did his first game as like the head coach of Jackson State, a HBCU. And the game was won. He won the game. They were having a great time. Then he went back in the back, and he had a bag of his things, and they were gone. Like so like he came back out and was just like, man, I can't believe this, y'all. And I mean, just from there, that just kind of fucked up. Which kind of talks about what Jake was talking about last week. It's like when like you're trying to do like some black stuff, you gotta. The road will be hard because it's just like stuff like bullshit like this kind of pops up in there too. But when but the road is hard. But if you think it's right, then like go ahead and do it.
Well, see, the thing is, he came in there.
It's still fucked up, though.
It's fucked up, but don't come in there flashing your primetime jewelry and these niggas wearing pro kids. Let's go to Malcolm X. Second one we talking about Malcolm X. Jake, let's hit this up, man. Let's go.
Yeah, so as you see, like there's evidence recently found that that the FBI and the police had had something to do with Malcolm X's death. And you said what?
Assassination.
Assassination. Exactly. Sorry. Thank you, Malachi. And also, and I ain't surprised by this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like you talking about this shit last week, like about the government, J. Edgar Hoover, and coin. What's the name of that shit? The
COINTELPRO.
COINTELPRO, all that shit, man. Like I was saying, like anytime there's a movement or a force, a black movement or force, the America gets scared, the government gets scared, and they shut it down, and they'll fuck it up, and they'll find a way to twist it to make it look like it's the niggas' fault. They do that shit all the time. They find a way to do that shit. So like I ain't surprised. I'm not surprised by this at all. So take that evidence, exploit that evidence. Like let's see what's good because I want to see. I want to see what's gonna happen with this shit.
All right. One more quick point too. Now when I pulled these up now, like the newest news is that the child of the cop that said that is now saying that that's fake, but. Who knows? But that's just the newest news. Just wanted to put that aside there as well. But take that as you will. Go ahead, Tom.
We're gonna move to the next one. The next one is the Vaccine Heist. These two women posed as grannies to get the vaccine. What's your thoughts, young Malachi?
What's the point of this? Like, yo, just wait your turn. This how you know they out there fooling. Like they need that vaccine that bad that they trying to they got some stuff planned. And, it's something in the milk ain't clean with that. It ain't that deep. It's really not that deep. Trust me. You're gonna get it when you need to get it. You'll be all right.
I told y'all to watch out for this. So start to watch those white folks to see how they start to move.
I know. Dan said he want to move with them white folks when they moving. I said, fuck that vaccine, and I'm not moving with them crackers. You know what I mean? And that's what that is because they on that bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what they doing.
I'm straight.
We're going to head to these comments right quick, and then we're going to bust this move at the gym of the week.
That's like crack. Let me that vaccine, man.
All right, bro.
Man, we already gave you the vaccine. No, you didn't.
We got something in the comments, Malachi. While you off?
Did we talk about Did we talk about the fact that Tam White said I'm the next Michael B. Jordan? Did we hit that one?
Yeah.
We said that. Oh, we said that. My bad.
Hey Dan, every time there's some bullshit, I need you to put bullshit at the bottom of the.
I'm about to.
At the bottom of the
All right, we back. We back. Hey, we got Aria Moody in the building with us.
Shout out to Aria.
Von Wink first. She said Conspiracy Brotha seems rather mellow. Did he have his meds adjusted while he was gone? Hey, I don't know who y'all talking about, but he told y'all about this. It's the same conspiracy, just internalized. He told y'all that. But Aria Moody, she rocking with us. She said, "Hey, fellas," and then she said, "Who is they, Malachi?" I don't know what I was talking about.
Keep it moving, man.
Cool. Then she also said, "I understand how you feel, Tone." She gets you. Whatever you said, she understands. What's up, Aria? We missed you.
Thank you.
We missed Aria. It's been a while since Aria been through this boy. So yeah,
Aria been busy. That's why.
Right. Aria booked and busy. Yeah.
Her birthday just passed, right? Didn't it?
Her birthday, yes. Her birthday was Sunday. Her birthday was Sunday. Happy birthday, Aria.
And happy birthday. Shout out to her for directing your film. Teen Aria, what's up?
Yeah. She definitely was the producer. She played the role of the producer. She produced the series, and she also was in episode 5. So she had double duty hats. She out here.
Yeah, man, you gotta give her them roses, man. And shout out to all our people that fuck with us, man.
Oh, and too, y'all don't know she didn't post, but she booked a voiceover this week too that she did. So she out here doing her thing. Shout out to Aria.
Just plug.
Yeah, we got Conspiracy Brotha is using a battery powered candle. He ain't so old. No, that candle is real, Tom. That candle is real flame right there.
How you know?
He told me. And then
who this nigga was a few minutes. All right, man.
I still bullshit.
I still don't know who it is.
It's a bullshit warning.
I just know if y'all had somebody on the show using the candle, I figured it'd be real. So and then we got Tom Schultz. He said, Tam, yeah, they get an iPod Nano, not an iPhone 10. Shout out to the iPod Nano, man. That's the he said kids get a Zoom. I remember the Zoom.
I remember the Zoom too.
Yeah, I used to want one like a mug. He said, I'm old enough to remember when I had to paint a picture. Kids, they don't know. Oh yeah, my bad. Y'all said that. Yeah, that's what we got right now.
Hey.
Jake, what's going on? We got hit it and quit it, bro.
I think you hit them all. Did you hit them all, Malachi?
Yeah, I think I did.
All right. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and go to the gem of the week. This gem of the week is called King in the Wilderness. I don't know if anybody probably seen this documentary, man, but this tale of Dr. King last 3 years or 3 months, one or the other. Wow, he threw the sandal on that bitch too. He and he was walking, he was walking marching in them motherfuckers too, man. I've seen it. But
I have a dream.
What this story was about, what this documentary is about, it was about how King's philosophy about nonviolence was being attacked. And what I mean by attack was there was an up-and-coming generation, between Stokely Carmichael, and he kind of invoked the coin Black Power to the people. And he had a different approach. He wasn't talking on nonviolence. He was saying, Stokely Carmichael was talking about a 9 for an eye. You fucking, you shoot me, I'm shooting you. You know what I'm saying? So Dr. King was like, no, we need to be more nonviolent to make sure everybody understands that this is the way we're going about change in America and in the world. So there was differences, and they show at one point where they had Stokely Carmichael and Dr. King had interactions walking down street in Mississippi where they was marching, and a reporter was literally listening to both of them argue back and forth about viewpoints on how they should take the struggle. Then Dr. King started talking about how, a lot of people start pressing him to talk about the war and how the Vietnam War and how he shouldn't be over there, how people shouldn't be over there. and he felt compelled to do that. And it seems like the more he started changing his talk to being nonviolent and start talking about political change and social change after Lyndon B. Johnson was an advocate for him, a lot of white folks that supported his movement wasn't really rocking with him. And we all know the end result to what happened to Dr. King, unfortunately. And if you haven't seen this, you should check this out. King in the Wilderness is a wonderful documentary, and it lets you know everybody that rock with you don't necessarily agree with everything you're trying to do. You know, and that don't mean that y'all thinking the same. That means that you got to switch up your ideology.
Yeah, man, that sounds dope. That sounds like something that I do want to watch, because that's not a thing that you think about. It's like when like those worlds start to clash. Like you don't think like Mike, like where was I about to go with that?
But, like you said, Mike Jackson, Jordan,
Michael Jordan. You don't think of him having to play against like the new gen that like came next to him. Like you think it was the Bulls, and then like that was done, and then like the new stuff started. But there was a time where like both of them lived inside that same timeline. So like looking at it from here, like you don't think about like the Malcolm X and like the King group compared to like the Black Panther group. And there was a time that they all were there, and like, there had to be a clash. So yeah, that sounds dope.
Good point. That makes sense.
The way it's always explained that is Malcolm and Martin.
Right.
You never hear about the difference, like you said. You never hear about the difference in opinion and thought process between the Black Panther. Black Panthers always come last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It always like they had nothing to do with none of that, and they picked it up after King. But no, they lived in that same movement. You know, they lived in that same movement, man. And if you haven't checked that documentary out, I suggest you do. King in the Wilderness. It was a very compelling story, man. Very compelling documentary. And I wanted to go get some barbecue sandals and walk to down Mississippi too. But then I thought about it. It wasn't no snow, so it wasn't gonna carry me back to school. So I said no go.
Yo, they had me laughing with that comment talking about the snow plow knocked you out and plowed you to school. Is that a kid in there? Oh,
elementary.
It was rough. You know what I'm saying? But this is episode 45. Mask Off. Back in my day, you know, we here every week on Fridays at 9 p.m. streaming. Shout out to Planet Ant for supporting us, man. That's the sponsor. Holla at them. They doing wonderful things over there. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us from the gate. Jake, you got something to say?
Yeah, just episode 45. Thanks for rocking with us every week, and we'll be back with another one. And stay safe out there. Thank you.
Young Malachi, what to do?
What's the word? Follow the characters. We just shot the series called The Repeated, which I starred as a therapist in 5 episodes of. So we just finished shooting it. So follow us so y'all can stay tuned on what's going on. You feel me?
OG Dan, what's up, baby?
Mask Off. I'll see y'all next week. That boy free. B is free. B Smurda is free.
Bobby Shmurda.
Let's get it.
Not important. Not important. Yo, and I'm gonna say this: team, everybody that fuck with us, Team Schultz, Team Aria, Team DJ Touch in the building every day, all day. You know what it do. You know what I'm saying? Team Von Wink, man. Thank y'all for with us. And also, happy belated birthday, or is it today? Happy birthday, Birdie.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Birdie,
big things popping, doorknobs knocking. I don't know. I'll probably fuck that up. But either way, you know, this is what it is. Episode 45. Back in my day.
Hey, can I say one more thing? I just want to say, just on some Black history shit. Black history, more important than the Bobby Shmurda. But yesterday, about over 20 years ago, Old Dirty Bastard stormed the Grammys and said Wu-Tang is for the children. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. That's it.
Are they legends? Are they legends?
Wu-Tang is forever and it's for the children. That's all I gotta say.
Get the bullshit meter on that.
Are they legendary though?
Yeah. Boy, stop, bro. Anyway, back in my day, Mask Off, episode 45, every Friday at 9 p.m. You know what we do. What we do is the crew, and we up out of here. Y'all take care of yourself. Be safe, baby. We in these streets. Peace.
OGs versus